Hello everyone, my name is Squalo and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now in today's video we're going to take a look at Bitcoin, at some very interesting news. We're going to take a look at Solana, Ethereum, Cardano, Chainlink, and just in general we're going to give you some technical analysis, some real interesting targets, and some deep analysis of technical analysis of these cryptocurrencies. And I'm going to give you my opinion and whether I'm already flipping bullish, because guys and girls, in the Bitcoin chart, when we're looking at all these pumps, small ones, I know, but nonetheless, it still excites me so much. It's incredible, but I'm still staying away from longing Bitcoin for the time being for the next 2 days. And as you know, the big movement is coming literally in 2 days, as I spoke about so many times already. On August 10th, we're going to see the CPI at 8:30 a.m. Eastern time, and the oil is still going down, so that's very good. That's makes me very happy. Dixie is still fighting for it, but that's quite, for the obvious reasons. So right now, Bitcoin, even though we're seeing some real nice stuff happening, and it seems to be slowing down in terms of all this crazy cascading liquidations of moving downwards, I'm not longing it just yet, as I told you, and I'm not going to flip bullish until we're gonna see this, flip in the inflation. But still, we need to take a look at all the price targets and all the important data that is currently seen across so many other cryptocurrencies as well. So if you're into cryptocurrencies, if you're into longing or shorting, or if you're into learning how to trade properly, then this video is perfect for you. And if you're brand new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Always appreciate it to see a lot of likes on my videos. It's always, it's like honey on my heart, so to speak. I don't know, sounds weird, but whatever. But I always appreciate it. But if you don't want to like the video, that's absolutely fine. But you can always do your friend or a family member a favor who is constantly losing money in the markets and send this video to that one person. There is a share button below this video here on YouTube. So without any further ado, let's just jump right into it. And certainly, first things first, let's get this BitGet shield out of the way. I know you guys love those. If you want to be trading yourself actively, taking these incredible setups and trading together with us and with my Telegram community, which you can find a link to down in the description of this video, then you have to be trading on the same platforms as we are. And we are trading either on Bybit or on BitGet. And with my exclusive links down in the description of this video, you can claim up to $12,100 in initial deposit bonuses, $4,100 with Bybit and up to $8,000 with BitGet. So go ahead and claim those bonuses. I'm gonna link a tutorial, a full course to crypto right here, which is done on BitGet, so you can learn how to use BitGet along the way as well. Okay, so quickly, with Bitcoin, we are still in this formation right here, and it looks like, as I mentioned in the previous video, let me know that in the comments, comment Mr. Spot On, as I said that this is looking more like a bullish pattern. So it's not like a wedge, it's more like a flag that usually they break above. And I also said in the previous video that if we're gonna break, because we also had a very interesting formation here, which I didn't act on because it was a weekend and I was trying to relax at least once. So we also had an interesting formation here which broke above actually. And this, if you've taken this trade, this quick scalp trade, then I would at least take at least partial profit in this vicinity like right now. So, and I was also saying that if we're going to break down from here, then this could be, the beginning of another huge dump, but it didn't happen, so whatever. We saw this as a potential case scenario which didn't play out, so be it. Now we as traders, we can only focus on what we can see and what plays out. So a good thing is that there was no quick move down to actually trick us into going short and then kick us out, so that's good. We saved ourselves some money there. So but as I said again, this, even though this is looking very juicy and very tasty, and I have some good news for you as well, I'm going to cover it in just a second, I'm not longing it just yet. But on the good note, very good news is if we're going to take a look at the 200 moving average right here, and we're going to zoom in, let's turn off the damn volume so that it doesn't get in the way. And we're going to see that the 200, the previous weekly candle actually pushed above. So the bulls actually came back into control, at least in a short-term perspective. And the weekly candle closed above the 200 moving average. And this is quite bullish, quite frankly. And this is what, because the 200 moving average historically has been very, very important. So this is quite bullish. Now let's go back to a smaller time frame. And for me, I'm actually going to be looking for again, since I'm still short biased, and I might be wrong, again, not financial advice, but I will flip bullish only once we see the CPI data. So for me, if we're gonna see a rejection here and then move down, this is going to be my trigger and my signal for a short trade with a target that I already showed you before, around $19,500. So this is it for Bitcoin. Let's go through all the rest of the cryptocurrencies, because some of the technical analysis there is incredibly interesting. But before we do, remember that if you want to become one of my students and learn how to do these things properly, there is like 20 seats left at my recession special with a 50% discount. So go to offer.thomascrollo.com today and claim one of those last seats. I think they will sell out today after this video. So get one of those seats and become a professional trader and learn active scalp trading, day trading, and swing trading, as well as long-term portfolio building in the world of stocks, as well as crypto, macro analysis, fundamental analysis, technical analysis, how to combine it all into understandable strategy, proper trading, risk and money management, proper trading psychology, all of it, literally, proper trading statistics, trading algorithms, and literally all of it. So, and yeah, it's a really good learning program if you want to get started in trading, or you've been trading for a while, you just don't see those consistent results. That my learning program is definitely gonna give you that edge you're looking for. So let's move on to some interesting stuff, and this is gonna be number one, Kevin O'Leary, and I think we've spoken about him in a few other days before. Details that there is a mega opportunity for early crypto investors, says institutional demand for Bitcoin nearly insatiable. If you don't know what insatiable means, it means that, you know, there is no end to the demand. So it's like infinite, it's incredibly huge. So basically what he's saying here is that the big opportunity, the mega opportunity for Bitcoin, and why I stay long and why I continue to allocate to Bitcoin, is when we get policy and institutions can allocate to it, sovereign wealth and pension institutions, they'll probably put 50 basis points, which is half of 1%, or up to 1% into Bitcoin. And that's where you're going to break out of this range. How high? Nobody knows, but demand is also almost insatiable. Most large institutions want a position in crypto, and they want the granddaddy crypto. They want Bitcoin, but they just can't buy it. So at this point, and we know that some of the big companies like Tesla and MicroStrategy, they've been acquiring Bitcoin, etc. But there is no direct and legal, understandable, clear pathway, legal framework for big institutions to acquire Bitcoin. There is no compliance infrastructure, so to speak, as he speaks about it here as well. So for that reason, I agree with him here. So, and once we're gonna see it, and we already know that Bitcoin is not going anywhere, and it is cheap right now, and these big companies and billions and trillions of dollars actually want Bitcoin for at least some kind of exposure, for at least a small allocation. And once it happens, once those flood doors are gonna open, and they will open, the question is it gonna be this year, next year, or in 2024, right before the halving cycle? Who knows? That is also very possible, and that's why a lot of people are predicting that the next cycle is going to be a mega cycle, which is going to take Bitcoin to like $300,000 or something crazy. Let me know that in the comments if you think that $300,000 per Bitcoin within the next 3 to 4 years is a crazy concept, or if you think that it's actually possible, because I think it's quite actually possible. Okay, let's move on to the next one, and that actually is a very good sign here as well, which, to be honest, when I saw this, I was like, holy shit, this is quite crazy. So basically the report here shows that crypto startups raised $30 billion in the first half of 2022, which is basically exceeding the total raised in 2021. Guys, let that sink in for a second. So while we're having a crypto winter, while everything is going down, while people with less income than $50,000 a year, as I showed you before, have sold off most of their crypto holdings, they're afraid, they're saying that crypto is a scam, it's a Ponzi scheme. Actually, the crypto industry in the shadows is attracting billions and billions of dollars, and crypto startups have raised $30 billion in just first half of 2022, which is more than in 2021. It's absolutely insane. So don't let the price influence your decisions in terms of your long-term holding. Like trading is a bit different because we're trying to do technical analysis, trade some news. That's a bit different. But when it comes to long-term hodling and having a certain asset in your pocket, even if you have a certain minus on it currently, just don't let the price influence your decision, because your loss, if you have one, then it's in terms of your long-term hodling, it's not a real loss until you realize it, until you basically sell your crypto. Okay, so let's move on to other cryptocurrencies, and let's go to Ethereum. And here, actually, it's an even better picture. But remember that I think on September 12th, the main merge of Ethereum from POW to POS is planned. So for that reason, we have this kind of an insane pump from the low all the way to up to here, 100% gain. And that's how fast things can change. But again, I'm not flipping bullish just yet, simply because of macroeconomics. But nonetheless, it's absolutely beautiful to see. So right now, we are at a very important cornerstone, and this is going to be a huge signal, by the way, guys and girls, a long signal, which again is going to be going against macroeconomics, but nonetheless. So if we have this daily candle close above this level, it's going to be incredibly bullish. We are already very bullish on Ethereum, simply because we broke back into this whole wedge that we are seeing right here that was very important support for us previously, and then we actually broke down, and here we broke into it and we retested it and we stabilized above it. So, and right now, why this yellow level is even more important, because this level is our historic support. Look at it. It was super relevant back in 2021. This is what supported us after the Chinese FUD. So this is a very important level. If we can manage to break above it and actually stabilize above it, then the doors will be open to 2100 or even something like 2500, 3000, etc., especially when the merge is coming very, very soon, and potential flip in the inflation as something that I've actually spoke about in the previous videos as well, as always. So this is very beautiful in my personal opinion. But again, for a short, if we are still short biased, then something like the rejection from this level and actual move downward with at least target of $1,500, and then if we break that one, then about 2177 would be more than actually rational. So that's just my take on Ethereum currently. Let's move on to Solana. Solana, I think, yes, this looks absolutely beautiful. I mean, this needs no introduction and this needs no explanation. So certainly a very important levels that we're having right here. And it's, I mean, I guess, guys, especially if you're one of my students, I don't need to explain this. If we break above and then potentially retest it, then this is an insane longing opportunity. If we break down, especially with terrible CPI, which is going to be in 2 days, and I'm going to keep you guys updated, of course, that's why I subscribe, then in this instance, going to be just a beautiful shorting opportunity, and just goes both ways, and again decided by the CPI. Then if it's gonna be a longing opportunity, then the target could be something as crazy as $96, or if we want to be, you know, very rational, so to speak, then we could lower the target of about to about $80, which is technical resistance right here. But if it's gonna be bad CPI and we break below, or if you just want to trust the technicals in general, then it could actually take Solana down to like $18, which actually my worst case scenario for Solana was around this vicinity of about $20. So, and the reason why was because just simple technicals right here. As you can see, this is the main, a lot of volume is standing there. So this is something that I've been looking at personally for quite some time. Now let's move on to Cardano. So this is also, this looks absolutely beautiful, and I think it needs no explanation here either, that we currently have this prolonged consolidation. This, you could maybe even call it some kind of a short-term accumulation as well. So in here we are also squeezing this level beautifully. So this is a very bullish pattern, potentially. Actually, guys and girls, I think that maybe the market is currently pricing in the worst in terms of the recession that we've seen, you know, so that potentially we're gonna finally see some relief very soon in terms of the inflation. So maybe that's what the market is starting to price in, and that's why we're seeing this kind of a shrinking volatility before a breakout. So anyway, in this instance, when it comes to Cardano, let's quickly take a look at it. So our target, look at this, the break of this level right here is gonna put the Cardano at about 72 cents, and that would be a very interesting resistance. that we are seeing just historically. Look at this insane resistance. So there is certainly going to be some kind of, even if we're gonna, you know, see a incredible pump across all cryptocurrencies, and Cardano is not gonna be an exception because it's a very strong cryptocurrency, then, you know, even this kind of a level is still gonna slow it down for at least some time. So this could be definitely our target, or even a bit lower, just a bit more conservatively, maybe even at about 68 cents, 68 and a half. So I'm sorry, 68 and a half cents, yes. So basically that's what I'm saying for Cardano, but let's move, let's just take a look at a shorting opportunity, and that's gonna also coincide quite well with our current low. So if we're gonna see bad CPI and everything is gonna start dropping like crazy, which it might again after tomorrow, and this is another opportunity for a beautiful short trade, and the target would be around 40 cents, so just like our current low here, so more than reasonable. But then on the way we're gonna have this support that has been quite relevant, so you have to pay attention to that one. Okay, and last but not least, Chainlink. Let's quickly take a look at this bad boy. And guys, if you're enjoying this video so far, I'm making these every single day for you. Leave me a like, I appreciate it, I honestly appreciate it. And there is a share button below this video that you can share this video on your social media or with your friends and family members on WhatsApp, whatever. Would be very much appreciated that you spread the word of proper TA, of proper macro analysis that helps people to avoid, you know, all the common pitfalls and to avoid losing a lot of money just like any other beginner. So share this video, will be very much appreciated. All right, let's get back to Chainlink. So in this instance, we are still looking quite poor on Chainlink, quite honestly, and we still broke below this whole wedge that we've been in that was supporting us. But right now we've created another one here, a flag formation. We broke out, then we retested it, and this is beautiful. This is just perfection. I mean, this is incredible to see these kinds of things. So, but right now we're certainly forming this kind of a wedge, and our current target basically right now is at about $9. Let's quickly take a look at this approximate target. Well, yeah, I mean, this is a bit too optimistic, so I would say the target here is about $9.60. Again, this is going to be the previous support and currently turning into a resistance, and I don't really see anything to do here in terms of longing because that's already too late here. But if, again, since we're still quite short biased, if we're gonna see some kind of an attempt here and then a potential move, and a potential move downward, again, CPI, everything, macroeconomics are dominant right now, so that's why I'm stressing this so much, that if we're gonna see some kind of a move downward, then the break of this support, of this very vertical wedge, to be honest, I don't really like this wedge, but nonetheless, so if it moves down and breaks below, this could be a very beautiful trade with a target of, I would probably say, because the technical target of this wedge would be pretty small, but nonetheless, I would still place the target at around $6. So having a leverage trade with proper leverage, nothing too crazy, and proper risk and money management, these kinds of trades could make you a lot of money. So again, this is in the instance if we're gonna have bad CPI and, you know, and the market, something that market hasn't priced in yet, because we are very hopeful for some relief in this instance. So and unless if everything comes out good, then we will finally flip bullish and we'll finally start taking beautiful long trades. Even potentially if we're gonna break above here and with good CPI, I'll be more than happy to put in a long trade and ride it up to like around 28, 29,000 or even $30,000 here, which is a very important psychological level. So this is something that, yes, around 30K in this vicinity. So this is absolutely fine. And let me know down in the comments whether you enjoyed this video, whether you like these kinds of longer videos or shorter videos, because this video had really a lot of information in it. And I'm gonna link my free course right here to crypto. It's a beginner course that will teach you how to use a platform, how to claim all the incredible bonuses, how to get going, how to do proper basic risk and money management, etc. And remember that down in the comments or down in the pinned comment or in the description of this video, there is a link to my offer page, offer.thomascrollo.com, where you can join my university grade trading education at a 50% discount, only about 20 seats left. I'll see you there. Stay smart, stay rich, and bye-bye.